So I'm Lex Smith from the Drama Dawn Department, Spanish Fork, and we just won state. We just headed down to Box Elder on Thursday, and as our whole team, we went down and sat and watched all of the one acts from the other schools in the state that qualified. It was really inspirational. We learned so many things, and then the next day we had the opportunity to perform our own, The Crucible, which we did a phenomenal job. Everyone was super excited, and it came together wonderful during that competition. The next day we went over to our individual events. We have all of our scenes, monologues, our musical theater and pantomimes, and they all had to perform in 3 different rounds. And the judges gave scores and rankings to all of those until it went to the medals round, and eventually we had the award ceremony, which we all had a blast. Many schools around the Utah state got awards. It was spread out evenly, but Spanish Fork came out on top, and it was really fun to be there.
I'm Brooke.
I'm Maddo.
And we performed Henry V for classical scenes.
Yeah. Well, we had a scene in French. I'm a French exchange student, so I could help Brooke learning it, and she did all the work in 2 weeks. She had the scene memorized, and she spoke French. I could understand everything, so it was absolutely amazing. And I think the judge were a little bit startled, and they were like, "Wow, what is happening?" When we spoke French and were able to convey a message and the emotions, even though they couldn't understand what we were saying.
There were so many fabulous classical scenes. Everyone was so talented. Everyone we saw.
Yes,
and we were
amazing.
like, if we place, great. If we don't place, we know we did the work and we know what we did. And when they called our names, we stood up and started sobbing.
I couldn't, because when we placed first at region, we couldn't believe it. And for state, when we went to medals round and saw other people's scene, which is very intimidating because we went second to last or something like that. Yeah, we're almost the last one. So we saw everyone and we're like, wow, how are we going to do better than that? How can we? And they called third, second, and at first we heard our number. And I think I couldn't breathe. We looked at each other and we're like, it's not happening. Yeah. It's not happening. It's your senior year, so last year here. I'm an exchange student, I'm leaving soon, and we did it.
Yeah. And that fire truck, let me just say, it's usually
amazing.
the sports teams that got on that fire truck, so it was really exciting to have an arts extracurricular up there.
And people were honking. I have fear of heights, so it was interesting. But once on top of it, it feels just so powerful because we earned that. We worked so bad for that. We worked for the one act, and we all did amazing. We had an amazing crew, an amazing ensemble, amazing techies. And we earned that because we really did what we had to do for it. And that was true happiness, earning what we worked for.
Hi, I'm Ariana Whatcott. I'm a senior at Spanish Fork High School, and I competed in musical theater, and I placed first. Woo-woo! So this was a really interesting experience for me. This year we haven't done a lot of heavy, emotionally heavy shows. So this was a really good opportunity for me to choose a song for that. Me and Andy ended up choosing Me and the Sky from Come From Away, which is the story about the first female American captain in history, and how the whole story of that and how they landed in Canada during 9/11. But it was that whole storyline, and I did have a hard time connecting with it at first because I didn't live through 9/11. So I had that opportunity to kind of work through that and find those emotions within itself. But I had this really spiritual experience today, going to medals round, being in a room full of people that love this art form as much as I do. And 2 performances before mine, there was this person that sang the song, and it was life-changing. I just cried, and that really inspired me to go up for my performance and really share that with others. The reason that I do theater is to empower others to change, and my goal was to change people through that performance, whether or not I won or not, and that was a life-changing experience. I wouldn't trade it for the world, no matter what place I got.
The awards are just fun. They're a little icing on top of the cake. The growing process is what it really was to the Drama Dons. We have great directors, great helpers, support around our city. It's more the learning process and the growth that we got through helping each other achieve art. It's about the art. It's very subjective, and it's more for us than it is about the awards. It's great. It's wonderful to have. It's very beautiful, but in the end of the day, it sits on a shelf, and we go on and we move on and we strive to bring more art to the world that people will appreciate from this day forward. They will remember what feelings that they have felt when they were watching our pieces.